This is Thor, the moderator, and I am here in Philadelphia, and I am with David Schellenberg and Bill Gurman, who are with the Independence Business Alliance here in Philadelphia. And Bill, can you tell me a little bit about the Independence Business Alliance?
Sure, thanks. The Independence Business Alliance, or IBA, we're the LGBT Chamber of Commerce here in the greater Philadelphia region, which not only encompasses the center city of Philadelphia and the fifth largest city in the United States, but also the surrounding area in both southeastern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, and northern Delaware. So we really cover an area that's about 6.5 million people.
What does the Independence Business Alliance actually do?
Basically, we're interested in a variety of things. We're promoting economic opportunity and development for our members. We want to promote inclusion and recognition of the LGBT community, expand the opportunities, expand the recognition, expand rights for LGBT individuals and business people. Bill, if you'd like to flesh that out.
Really, I mean, it's all about it's an economic development organization, but because we're an LGBT organization, that comes with community building. It's a special group. We want people to be proud of who they are, proud of being a small business owner or being a corporate employee. And we know that by working together, by buying from LGBT, not only owned but friendly and allied businesses, and really making sure that our dollars really support the causes and the rights and the initiatives that we want, that we can have a stronger community and a stronger region as a whole.
How many members do you have currently?
We have about 167, I think, at latest count. They're adding every day. These range from small mom and pops to independent contractors, all the way through some of the largest corporations in greater Philadelphia. And we also have a variety of allied and straight-owned or straight professionals.
Do you have any corporate sponsor type memberships with larger businesses in the organization?
We do. We have a number of them, and actually we have some of them that have been on from day one. We love all of our corporate sponsors, and among our largest corporate sponsors are PNC. Merck has been great for us. Bill, we've got
Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney, TD Bank. We also have two of our newest corporate investors are West Laurel Hill Cemeteries, as well as David's company, LinguaSearch, is our newest corporate investor.
And we also have Integrity Staffing, which is one of the largest temporary and permanent staffing corporations. LGBT owned completely, which is also has been for a couple of years corporate sponsors.
And our final corporate investor is PICO, which is our energy company here in the Philadelphia region.
Oh, wonderful. Well, now I noticed that you're also a member of the NGLCC, and I'm curious, have any of your members gotten involved with the NGLCC?
Well, I'd say it's actually great that...
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are, because we're about 5 years old as a chamber, and we started right around maybe a year after the NGLCC, we really, I'll say, grew up as a business organization with a very close relationship to the NGLCC, not only because we had such a great relationship personally, but just the fact of geography, Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. being just a couple hours from each other, we were able to take special advantage of those connections. I think we're really proud. David and I have been to many of the NGLCC conferences. Not only do our board members attend and our members that are LGBT certified enterprises, but we actually get a lot of our members that get involved. They travel across the country to the NGLCC conference. They've been to the national dinner in Washington, D.C. And I'd say that we're a very close partner. That, our members know that by joining the Independence Business Alliance, they get membership benefits and business benefits through the National Chamber.
What other benefits do they receive by being members of your chamber?
Well, there are a series of them. We also are partners with the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, and through some of the reciprocal benefits that they offer, we can offer health insurance benefits for small companies who otherwise wouldn't qualify through the National Chamber. There are various levels. We have a whole series of programming events. We have a whole series of networking events. We're very proud of one of our signature programs, which is our PNC Business Award, which Bill and PNC helped to institute, and that is a $5,000 grant that is given every year to a deserving applicant. There's an application process. We partner with Temple University's Fox School of Business to run business planning sessions to help prepare for that, although you don't have to apply for the award to get that. We partner with a local nonprofit to offer a business scholarship. It's not a lot of money, but it's a great business scholarship every year to a business student. And Bill, I know there's a lot more.
I mean, really, there's a variety of activities and a variety of different programs. We really break it down into that. If you're a member of the Independence Business Alliance, you're connected to marketing and business opportunities, networking. We only use IBA members for obviously our purposes, and we work with local organizations, businesses, and consumers, really promoting that when you belong to the Independence Business Alliance, it's kind of the good gay housekeeping seal that, you know, these are organizations and businesses that you can be proud to do business with, that they're like-minded or they share the interests of the LGBT community, whether they're LGBT owned or not.
Now you mentioned scholarships, and I'm curious, what kind of involvement do you have with students from the area?
You know, we're actually really excited. We have been working with different student organizations at some of the universities on a smaller level over the last 5 years. This October of 2012, we're very excited to be working with Campus Philly, a large nonprofit in Philadelphia that works to bring college students to Philadelphia and keep them here to make them successful professionals. We're actually going to be co-hosting with them the first Linked Out event in October. That is a great networking opportunity that shows them how they can be successful and out, and really kind of mixing both the LGBT community aspect of being out of college with the successful professional end.
I see.
I think one of the things that historically, since the beginning of the movement, that has been the least focused on is LGBT people as business people. We conduct business. Not only do we conduct businesses, we own businesses. We employ people. We help them pay their mortgages, put their kids through school. We add an enormous amount to the tax base, and I think that's part of the story that until recently hasn't been told. And one of the things that we're excited about is by basically focusing on the economic value and power, we can show what we contribute to the communities, that we, beyond just our being LGBT, but not ignoring that. Yeah. It's also very exciting because through our partnership with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, they initiated several years ago a certification process for LGBT-owned businesses, similar to other minority-owned businesses such as WeBank, the women-owned businesses, African-American-owned businesses. And as you probably know, many governmental agencies and many companies have certain set-asides, or at least goals or targets of spends toward minorities. And the NGLCC has helped basically help bring that into the more mainstream. So a lot of big corporations now incorporate LGBT-owned businesses into part of that procurement process. So we now are part of the procurement process that are openly sought after as a minority for companies like Merck and American Express and IBM and a whole host of others. I think it's 160 or 200 of the major corporations that are doing that. You go through a very strict certification process, but my company is a certified LGBT-owned business. That logo and that goes on all of our proposals that go out. And so it's another way of showing that we have more breadth and more depth as business people. And it expands, I think, the definition of who we are.
And thinking about that logo, and you said on every proposal you sent out, so that's every proposal regardless of whether it is necessarily an LGBT friendly client or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it enters the conversation. I was in a bidding situation with a nonprofit here in Philadelphia with another LGBT certified business, and they told us, they said it was not an LGBT company, it had nothing to do with the LGBT community, but they said in the proposal process that diversity was important. So it gave me the power, the impetus to reach out and ask them and say, do you include LGBT in your diversity? And they said yes. So I think being part of the IBA and the NGLCC gives that voice. It's the way that it's a rallying that pulls us all together and lets us stand up, and we're not ashamed that we're LGBT. It's an opportunity. We want to let people know that we're a successful business person, we have a successful business, and that we're a part of the LGBT community. It says a lot about who we are and the way we do business.
And we have leverage. My suppliers that I ask, and I don't use every single supplier I have is not necessarily an IBA member because my work is national and international, and we don't have a membership across the board that handles that. But for those that aren't, I ask them up front when I'm looking at new suppliers and new vendors, I ask them what their policies are. I ask them whether they are inclusive. Do they have civil rights protections for them? Do they include in the procurement? And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I let them know that if they don't, that will affect the ability to get me as a customer who writes them the checks. We have some power to do that as business people.
Pride counts because...
Start?
No, let me give him the
Okay,
so,
great.
I had to noodle it a minute.
I think pride counts because of those that come after us, in the fact that we have to stand up in our day-to-day lives. However you do it, how you show your pride is up to you. Whether you want to do it in a loud way, or if you want to do it in a soft and subtle way. But we need to be proud, we need to be confident about who we are, and join together, because there are people around us now and those that will come after us that every time that we stand up straight and we come out and we show our pride, it's going to make it easier down the road for the rest.
And I think, I agree with everything Bill said, and I think pride also counts because by not showing one's pride, and I agree, you show it in whichever way you choose to that's best for you, but if we don't show our pride, what message is that sending? Is that sending a message that we're not proud of ourselves? Are we ashamed of ourselves? We have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of having an English and a German heritage. I'm not ashamed of having brown hair. Why in the world should I be ashamed of being gay? And if you show your willingness to accept that and your pride in that, we talk about pride in our heritages. And I agree with Bill. By showing that, we show that that we embrace who we are, even if not everyone else does. And especially, I think Bill's right, it's for those who come after us, it'll be easier. Just like we have it easier because of those who came before us.
Well, that's wonderful. I want to thank you both very much for participating in the interview. Anything you'd like to add before we close?
No, we're thrilled to have you in Philadelphia. I hope you have some time to enjoy yourself and take advantage of our great city.
Absolutely, and do dine around. We have some of the most amazing restaurants in the country.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.